and Tay Talk. I am Tay, and I am here for another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is the reunion, part 1. Okay, let's get into the good stuff. Make sure that you like the video and that you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure that you click the bell notifications so that you know each and every time I upload a new video. Okay, these reunions are going to be hot, hopefully. Let's get together, okay? If the episode is not hot, I'm going to try to make sure the reviews are, okay? Anyway, also, everything on the channel is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's get into the... All right, it's already starting off kind of hot. All right. We have everybody coming into the building. Wanda looks like a damn dragonfly. Wanda, what do you have on? What do you have on, Wanda? I mean, came through there like... I'm not about to do this with her in this... Ooh, wee! Anyway, Carlos goes around asking everybody like what their goals and stuff is. Kimmy says she's ready to watch the fireworks. Tisha says that the one that keeps up the trouble or whatever is not Wanda, but the one that was wearing the Mr. T chain. Then they do a flashback to Mel. Tisha, that's not funny. Mel says she's ready to go low. If they go low, she ready to go to hell. And Carlos is the devil in the red outfit. Destiny didn't answer Carlos when he said if she was in love. She said he told her to save it for the reunion. Martell is on the phone with Sheree. Carlos comes in, get the phone coincidentally that he's on the phone with her. She's like, oh, am I recording? Girl, shut up. So he's like, what do you have to say about Martell or whatever? She says that he is the perfect gentleman. That he is fine, funny, and a great father. And a really good guy. And not what you see on TV. What about what we see on social media? And if he was all these things, why are you two not together anymore? Because I'm quite sure Mel and his son's mother will disagree. Just dumb. Anyway, then Carlos asks her if she's in love. She don't answer and move on. Maurice says that he's going to make sure that he answers all the questions. Carlos King does the introduction with the cast. He calls out Kimmy and Maurice. Kimmy does look good. That dress looked good with Kimmy standing up. She could have did without those damn wings. I don't know what those wings were for. It looked a mess. I don't know why she had the wings. No cookie. Maurice looked it okay too. Then he calls the next couple, which is the Go-Getters, he said. I don't know. Mel should have walked out on that one. But it was Marceau and Tisha. Tisha looks uncomfortable as usual. Can't even walk in what she got on. And like Kimmy just strutted through there effortlessly. And how Mel did, Tisha just an idiot. Looking like a fool as usual. And then he calls her Diana Ross or something. he is so damn extra.
So many people are overweight now.
Then he introduced Martell. Martell comes out. He asks Martell if he brought any peaches with him. Kimmy's like, yes. And then he introduces Mel. Mel comes out, everybody looking all stupid. And he was like, Melody Cherie. And then Martell was like, Holt. And then he was like, Holt or whatever. So then Mel come in, ain't even addressed his ass and sat down. And he called Mel Hollywood, I think, or something like that. And then Martell was like, like this. Martell was looking like all of this right here. Marceau deals off. So then Carlos talks about them and their businesses. Then they show the reel of everybody in their business. Kimmy and Maurice with their first title company, black title company in Alabama or Huntsville or whatever. Black, or the expansion of Black. And then Martell and his wine, Melanie and her 7th Avenue. Everybody, he says, you know, it's a good job. You guys are doing a good job. Everybody claps except Mel. Mel is not here for none of it. So Carlos was like, Mel, what's going on? So she was like, I congratulated everybody last time. Nobody gave a damn. So this year, I don't give a damn. So then Maurice and his pumpkin head ass want to chime in and say he's proud of everybody last year and this year and this da. Because what we do is not an easy feat. So let me play this part that he said.
I'm proud of everybody sitting on the stage. Last year, I was proud of them. The year before that, I was proud of them.
Wonderful.
And I'll be proud of them next year.
Wonderful for you.
And this
Make
is the
sure
thing.
your actions show that.
My actions do show
No,
that.
they don't.
Yeah, they do. Because I downloaded your songs that was talking about my guy.
Yeah.
And I played
Who
them
the fuck is your guy?
Yeah, okay.
So why don't you play no songs? No,
okay.
Because this is the thing. I support
It's gonna be hard to be
pretty much
successful.
everything that somebody
Like
does. Is first of all, it's extremely difficult to do what we do. And what we're looking at, and the viewers are looking at, is success. In spite of.
In spite of what?
Perseverance. In spite of. So the fact that we're all living dreams of ours, that were ideas at one time, is commendable.
So,
Watch
do
what
you
Mel
feel like
say.
what Maurice is saying is
Well, Maurice is always giving Martin Luther King Jr. speeches.
not Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yes.
And why did Carlos say that like that? Not Martin Luther King Jr. Mel, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. So, Carlos asked her, is it something that happened recently? And why she feel a certain way toward Maurice? And she said, yeah, that Kimmy and Maurice recently had an interview where he was saying that Mel and Kimmy wasn't friends. Like that or whatever. So, she like, me and Kimmy, they never really have problems like that. So, why is he even mentioning that anyway? Why is he even saying that anyway? So, Maurice was like, well, I said that because like you don't rock with him or whatever. Like you don't rock with Kimmy like that. It was just what it is. And she like, well, why are you saying that? What is that your place? And that's again like, why is your BAN even saying anything about any of their relationship. Let Kimmy say who her friend is and who her friend ain't. Because you not her damn friend. You don't act like a damn husband. And as far as you talking about something, you downloaded her song and it was about your guy. Your guy was cheating on her, wasn't he? And you probably used Kimmy money to stream the damn song. Like him being your guy supposed to supersede what the hell he was to her. Come on, you downloaded her song and it was about your guy. She didn't need that bullshit from you. You supposed to be. Like that put her over the top or something. You probably co-wrote the damn song because Martell probably did the same thing with you when he was cheating on you with your brother. In my damn opinion. So, Carlos asks, Kimmy like, so Kimmy was like, well, I'll say that I feel like that interview was, it was taken out of context or something like that because, Mel has done interviews where she said that, we're basically like her castmates or whatever. So, Mel was just sitting there like, you want to be included, Kimmy? So, then she was like, so I think it was just kind of like the same. They was like kind of like saying the same thing or whatever. So Carlos asked Kimmy like, do you consider Mel your friend? And she kind of like was like, me? So Kimmy's like, yeah, like the cast is not my besties, but I do consider Mel a friend. It took you too long to say that shit, Kimmy. Well, I was just, talking about some me, Kimmy. Why would he be talking to Maurice about Mel being his friend? He talking to you and you knew that. He was like, why do you consider her a friend? She said, because when I need something, it's done. It's the cards. It's the referrals. It's the flowers. It's the food. It's this. It's the calls. Everything. Like, she is a friend. I appreciate all of it. And Maurice start naming stuff too. So why the hell are y'all treating that girl like that? Even after all y'all have done to her, she still showed up for you, Kimmy. And Maurice, if you were so damn humble, you could put a stop to this shit too, because I believe you are the ringleader as well. So Mel's like, it just was not his place to answer that. The question was about her and Kimmy. So he shouldn't have had his marble head ass and saying shit. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have let Kimmy answer it. And then Kimmy was like, well, we can't, Carlos was like, well, Martin Luther King Jr. How do you feel about what, how that information could have got misconstrued or whatever? Do you understand how that could have got misconstrued? So he was like, yeah, but I was just answering or something like that. So Kimmy was like, jumping in again. Well, it's like when she said, we just can't keep writing people off when they say something. Yes, we can, because some of the stuff they say shouldn't be said. Like when she said that Maurice was the most irrelevant person on your show when she was on your show, and she said that. So they did the reel of Mel, but they also showed when Carlos was like, Kimmy forgot to say when Carlos was like, asked her, how does she feel about Maurice saying that she is the center of all the damn drama? And then, she said, that's coming from the most irrelevant person on the show. Like, who is Maurice? I don't know him. Okay? So, I get what she's saying. I don't understand why Maurice even answering that. Kimmy, don't start with this Tisha shit. Now you treating him like he damn Tisha, and you acting like Marceau, coming up with some BS that don't make any damn sense. You should have told him to shut his damn mouth and let you answer what your relationship was with Melody. Because they wasn't talking about her relationship with him. And that's on P. So Carlos is asking Marceau and Tisha, you know, saying that since Tisha started the show off as a housewife, but then became majority owner of Scout, which that happened before the show started. They had bought Marcel out of Scout before the show started. So here we go with another damn lie. So anyway, so he was like, you know, how is it working with, you know, your wife, that she's put the pan down and picked up, I guess, a hard hat or whatever. He said he feel the same way. It's still difficult, this and that. Tisha says she want to talk to successful married couples that work together, so they could tell them how to balance those type of things and separate work and personal and marriage and all that type of stuff. Ain't you talking to Courtney and Stormy? Haven't y'all been talking to Courtney and Stormy? With your slick mouth ass. Anyway, so then she says that some about Martell buying them out and it being a it was his loss or whatever. Like, she happy it was, you know, his loss or whatever, because they bought him out. And so Carlos was like, why was that such a thing or whatever? And she's like, because when we bought Scout, when I bought him out, all I had to do was, it was, we bought him out on pennies to $1 or whatever. And Scott was in a negative, and now it's a multi-million-dollar company. So Martell was like, what? So he asked Martell, like, what would you say to that? And he was like, I would say they should thank me, or whatever, because me and Melody brought them in to do what Holt & Holt was doing, and they were successful in it. It wasn't for us to make any money off of it or anything like that. So they should, be thankful or whatever. And she was like, what? And so Carlos asked Mel, like, with your experience or whatever, with you and this and that or whatever, what do you say to them with her saying that Scott was in a negative when they bought you out or whatever. Mel said, well, with my connections and all that type of stuff, I can't say how the financials was looking because I wasn't on that end. But with the connections that I gave them, with the people that I work with from Holt & Holt, they were making good moves and they were making good money. She said, but I don't know how the financials went. I don't know where they were spent or how they were spent. That ain't on me. I don't know how the financials were spent, but I know the people that I referred over to them, they were making money. So Tisha's like, well, Marceau says, well, everything, what I can say from Mel and Martell is they brought in their connections or something like that, and he was able to add to it his business sense because he's an entrepreneur. Marceau, that newspaper stand you had, are we really talking about that, or the bottled waters or something you said you delivered? Did that have Scott on it? Shut the hell up. And then he's like, yeah, I was able to bring that piece to it, and everything was always 50-50. Yeah, 50-50, but she said she don't know where the fucking funds went at. So both of y'all was 50-50 laundering them funds for y'all sexcapades, I believe. And also, when I had the interview with Mama Van, I asked her about that, you know, the financials and stuff, and she said that they had a bonus program, and she said when she left Scope, she was still receiving bonuses. So the company couldn't have been that much in the red. And that wasn't their goal to stay in the company or nothing like that. They just wanted to get them started. But Tisha, just shut up, Tisha. So then, she said that's why, so Carlos asked him about the lawsuit. So he says, so, you know, people was talking about this lawsuit, this and that. Marcel goes into this mess about the lawsuit, and he got this first big contract. I thought y'all been doing all these money moves. I thought the company was all in the red, and then now it's a multi-million dollars. Everybody was affected by the pandemic. So shut the hell up with this excuse now. So he's like, and because that would have been a damn good thing. You wouldn't have been able to even complete the project or nothing like that because of the pandemic. So how the hell was you expecting to get paid if you didn't do the work? If y'all couldn't do the work? So he was like, well, the pandemic happened and everything, and it was like the biggest job, and then a month later the pandemic happened, and this and that, and all of this stuff or whatever. So he was like, and for people to say stuff about this, and it's hurtful to me. Like you and your damn ugly ass wife laughing at people when they're going through hurtful things. But you want somebody to have some sympathy for your egghead ass because of this damn lawsuit? Oh no, it's very much so funny to every damn body. It's funny. You get no damn sympathy from anybody because you don't give sympathy to anybody. You're not empathetic to anybody. You're always laughing and Kiki and caca at somebody else's damn pain. You and your troublesome ass wife. But you want somebody to shed a tear for you? You and that musty ass bitch you sit next to can go straight to hell. Because both of y'all are pathetic. And you sitting up there with a straight ass face like somebody's supposed to feel something for you? I want to damn sue your ass for even thinking that we supposed to have some type of empathy for your sorry ass. Squidward looking ass batch. And then he gonna say, you know, and Mel was looking like, I know you fucking lying. Hurtful. And Tisha, yeah, because that's why he had to go to Africa with all this stuff. How you going to Africa and y'all being sued for $5-something million damn dollars? Where he get the money from? Seems to me that if you being sued, you should be trying to hold on to that damn money. And why he ain't say we suing them? They counter suing us. Them people must have won. Because you look real fucking low. Mighty down. Mighty low. And it is funny. I don't like to laugh at other people's pain. But this is funny. Because you do it to people all the time. And I have no damn sympathy for you. I don't give a damn. I hope they sue y'all again. I do. And then Marcel like, oh, that's why he went to Africa? They like, Tisha was like, at least he wasn't at the gym. Check and make, Marcel. But Tisha, you better shut the fuck up before he tell you what gym he was at. This is good. So, Carlos says, look, all jokes aside, Tisha, like, were you upset when you found out that he was going to Africa? So she was like, yeah, I was upset because we had talked about us doing it together. So why did he want to go by himself? And if he's so stressed out, I don't understand why wouldn't he go with his wife? You were upset about business, not your wife or family. So why wouldn't you have your wife there with you to comfort you, whatever the case may be? Martell's making a little slide ass remarks like, oh, was he spending time away from the family? And he wasn't at the gym. Yes, he was. He was at the Gym of Africa. But I don't even think he was actually in Africa. I don't even think they could afford it. And Tisha, you ain't have time to come up with a way to think about nothing, because from what you said, he didn't tell you until he was about to leave. So which one was it? So then Carlos says, Tisha, obviously you're a very smart woman. That's to be determined, Carlos. I don't know who the fuck said that. Just because she got some degrees do not mean that she's a very smart woman. Okay? Let's clear that part up. So he said, you got your little degrees or whatnot. So, do you think with no doubt in your mind that any of this stuff is true? And she said, with no doubt, I believe none of this is true. And he asked her about what she said about, God dropping it in her lap. And she was like, well, just like it has not been dropped in my lap. And he said, well, Martell said he had 20 women. But he don't have text messages, pictures. Why the fuck would he have text messages and pictures of your husband with a bitch? And just like you said, the picture surfaced of him and his girl, they wasn't floating around before he was caught, were they? And then the girl called her. The girl called your ass too. Why the hell would a random girl that Melanie know just call her? If this girl was Melanie's best friend, why would Melanie do that to her best friend but lie on her best friend? That don't even make no damn sense. You know everything and every damn nook and cranny about Mel and Martell shit, but you refuse to see the stuff about yours. What reason would that lady, if somebody came to me and talking about some guy that I ain't never even really met, talking about some, can you go and talk to his wife and tell him you not messing with me? I don't know you or her. Get out my damn face. So what? And the girl don't seem like she never came out and just like busted out Mel like she lied, she did that, because it's not true. And the girl was on the show, and the girl was at Melanie's event, and you still not gonna believe it? And Carlos said, well, allegedly that was he was in the hotel room or whatever, a picture of him in the hotel room, that wasn't him. They was like, that wasn't him. Carlos, like I said, allegedly. Then he asked Kimmy. He was like, Kimmy, would you let Maurice go? No. Before you even finish, hell no. And she's sitting there. She know it sounds foolish, but she want to sit there and keep going with that mess like it makes sense to any damn body. She know that shit sounds stupid. Talking about some she not naive. What the you beyond naive. It's not being naive. You just a fucking idiot. Because you know this stuff is true. I think that Tisha done lied to herself so much about it to now she believes that it's not true. Because common sense, a smart person would not take the word of a person that's coming in their damn face that they don't even know, that don't even know their husband, coming and saying they not having an affair with them. What purpose would that person, where did they even, like, how did you even become an object, a subject of this matter? That would be suspicious to me right there. And I would have told her, oh, come on over, let's talk about this. And I would have whooped her ass. And then I would have whooped Marceau's ass with her ass. Okay? Coming with that mess. And Martell like, I'm out of it. He playing around and stuff like that. He got them on eggshells. They about to piss on their damn self. Every time Carlos asked Martell something, Marceau looked like he about to pass out. And then so Carlos like, Melody, he asking Mel like, do you know for a fact that Marceau is cheated on Tisha? So Melody like, well, I have a person that, you know, was messing with him or whatever. And you know, so he was like, well, I haven't never had a conversation with someone that said that they had an affair with Marceau. So Mel was like, she was with me and you were on the phone with me. So you heard her. So Tisha like, oh, the person you tried to pay to come on the show? Just say that? And that's when she said the stuff about Mel paying a person and all that $5,000 and all that, and she was upset with Mel. No, she would have been more than upset with Mel because I would have whooped Mel ass too if that wasn't true. Mel would have had a $5,000 whooped ass. And talking about some, and I ain't gonna lie, if it had been more than that, I would have done it. That's where I would have whooped her ass again. That don't even make sense, Tisha. Mel said the person did talk to her about money. And she said, you would have to talk to production about that because I don't have a say-so in that. So I'm not paying nobody to come on our show. I don't have a say-so in that. So she says that the girl, so Marceau, let me ask you this, Carlos. Let me ask you this. How would, just an intelligent question, how would Mel know what this person was going to come on the show and say? We waiting on a fucking intelligent question. How the hell do you think she knew? Her and the girl was talking. Mel like conversations. Oh, duh. Marceau, shut the hell up. So they just finished off the thing. Marceau kind of overtalks Mel. She says, I'm not about to argue with legs, hips, and breasts. Okay? So you can take this 3-piece back to KFC because I don't want it. Okay? Because I thought I wanted a leg, not no hips. So Carlos said, well, these are some things that, you know, Mel seems like she knows more about, but it seems like you're saying, I know she did. She tried to do it. I know she did. So then Carlos bring up Credit One and the ex-parties at Credit One. So, Maurice says, well, you know what? Some people is going to find themselves in a lawsuit if they keep on, you know, spreading their stuff. So Kimmy was like, don't say names. So he was like, well, what's going on at Credit One? So Kimmy jumps in and say, you know, we're going to keep it a buck. My office used to be on top of Credit One. And, you know, all the guys used to come there, whatever. They wanted a place to hang out. That's the reason why they wanted to do like black, so that they can have a place to hang out. So Carlos said, wait a minute, Kimmy, now. Even as a gay man, I know a bunch of men is not getting together. He said, getting together to do what? She said, like, listen to music, or she wasn't expecting that, so she ain't have a good answer for it. So he was like, I'm a gay man, and I'm going to say, these grown men not getting together at 4 something in the morning, until 4 something in the morning to listen to Beyonce Renaissance. And before then, he was saying something about Kimmy not wanting Maurice to be out until 4 o'clock in the morning. And he asked her why, and she said because it doesn't look good with to other women that he's out with guys until that time of the morning or whatever. It don't look good for a married man to be out that time anyway, because like I told y'all, was open after 2 a.m. Legs. Okay. So anyway, Mel sitting there like she about to combust inside. Okay. So Tisha like, well, I don't know, da 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 da. So Kimmy said, so Carlos was like, well, your man, she said, he wasn't my man. So she said, oh, he said, so y'all wasn't dating at the time. She said, no. Okay, so for clarification, Kimmy, when they were having those parties with those guys and stuff at Credit One, I told y'all that shit was a brothel. She and Maurice were not dating, but her office was above that place. And she said that all the guys used to be there. So Carlos said, so it was never women there? She said mostly the guys. That shows right there that it was time that women were there. And probably every single damn time they had it there, women were there. Because that would be their beat up spot, right? Sometimes they would not have women there, but what were they doing the other times they didn't have women there? They would look at each other. Huh? Kimmy, since you got all the damn answers, and Tisha, since you got your damn degree, what were they doing? So then Marceau gonna talk about some, let's be clear. Marceau was the least one there. She said, you were there though. You were there. So, then Maurice says, about people getting sued again. And then, now Carlos is moving into, Tisha and Marceau is moving into Martell saying about the 20 women. Interesting. So, Carlos says like, okay, so it's clear that you guys have this thing, like a pact, I guess, or whatever, that you're not going to expose certain things or whatever. So Tisha says, oh, no, it's not just us. It's that everything that we don't expose them. They try to expose us. What is it to expose? Why would you make a pact with somebody if you ain't have shit to expose? So Marceau said everything they went through, they try to put it off on us. So Martell was like, who is us? Who is they? He like, you started 20 women. They like, you started 20 women. He was like, well, oh well. So Carlos asked them, asked Martell, was it any truth to the 20 women? And he said, I was exaggerating on the number. Just like them damn babysitters. And so Carlos said, has it been one? Martell is quiet. Tisha said, yeah, me. I'm the one. Martell is still quiet. Carlos said, has it been one besides Tisha? Martell said he not gonna discuss that. Tisha, that's your answer. Because if the answer is not no, it's yes. That is your answer. Because what reason would he have not to answer that? And Marceau is his boy. His guy. Remember Maurice? Marty? Answer the damn question. Him not answering it, Tisha, what the hell? So he says, what are you talking about? Like, and Marceau don't say nothing. Marceau is just sitting there. He didn't say nothing to Martell. Like, hell no, there wasn't none. What do you mean you not gonna answer that? Answer it. Tell him no. Because you don't know anybody that I've ever messed with beside my wife. Why is that not flying out of Marceau's damn... Why is that not flying out of Marceau's mouth? Then Carlos asked them, have they ever shared an apartment? Martell still don't answer. Marceau like, we never owned anything. We know you didn't own a fucking apartment together. Did y'all rent one together? Did y'all lease one together? You see how they try to play down word scrambles? Quit playing semantics with us. You never owned any. He made sure he said own. They're not talking about that. So he said we never owned anything together besides Scope. So Maurice like, y'all own some creek. Shorts Creek or whatever. He like, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Don't even know what the hell it is. He like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. No, we did. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. And he was like, with the comeback group, we had, like, Maurice, shut the fuck up. You know good and damn well that ain't what the hell they talking about. Then all of a sudden, they all want to say, no, we didn't own any apartment. We didn't have an apartment together. No, never. Why that wasn't the first thing out of your damn mouth? No. Then Martell like, I haven't told anything. It is stuff between the three of us that I will never tell anybody. And I haven't disclosed and I won't. What was that about? And Kimmy and Tisha, y'all sit y'all airhead asses up there like some fucking damn pelicans on the damn clamp or some shit, looking like some damn bald ass eagles. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What damn secrets y'all three got that you won't disclose? I cannot believe this. And Tisha, you sitting there, girl. Stop it. Stop playing with us. So then Carlos like, well, I ain't got no pack with y'all. And from the outside looking in, this shit look fishy. This is looking fishy. Like Tisha's. I'm just playing. So Carlos tells Tisha that he feels like she is a woman that's learning her worth. Damn. Learning at 40? I guess it ain't never too late. But anyway, I don't think she appreciated that much. But he says that he feels like she wants to be sure that if her husband, if some of this stuff comes out to be true, and that because if it does come out that it's true, that she's not ready to handle it or deal with it. And she says that of course if it came out, anything came out to be true, that she would be devastated. If she found out that her husband was cheating on her, that she would be devastated. But she said that he asked her, because that would be a hurtful thing and they would handle it. He said, if you find out that it would be true, then how would you handle it? She said, we would handle it. And she said, would you leave him? He said, would you leave him? She said, we'll handle it, but more than likely I would leave him because that's a non-negotiable. If it's a non-negotiable, that means that you will leave him. That's what that means. If that's a non-negotiable, that means he can't say shit to you. If he cheated, that means that you would leave him. It's not no, we would talk about it more than likely and all this kind of shit. Because you know it's not true. You know you wouldn't. Because you know he's already cheated on your raggedy ass. And why are you trying to cover for him? He cheated. He did wrong. So, then he says that, you know, because what about Chris Fletcher? Like, what Chris Fletcher said, did that concern you? Because he said he was only with him for like 2 hours. And she was like, no, it don't concern. They had dinner together. Chris Fletcher said they looked at a couple properties. He didn't say they had dinner. And still, why would he be in Atlanta having dinner with Chris Fletcher, and they both live in damn Alabama? And Chris Fletcher said his wife was there. So why would he drive to Alabama to have dinner with Chris Fletcher and not bring your tackhead ass? So he can be third wheeling with Chris Fletcher and now? That don't even make sense, Tisha. He must have did sleep with somebody in their family. Whoever he cheated with or cheating with, they must be in his family or in their damn face. And I got a video coming up to show who I think it is. Okay? Then they bring Kiki out. Ask Kiki, is she nervous? She said she not nervous, you know, whatever. Carlos said, give me 20 minutes. So they played a reel of Kiki telling Mel about her drug addiction and stuff like that. And that, you know, her coming on the show. Y'all seen it in the introduction yesterday, I believe. And if you haven't, go watch the videos, those the series I put out of Tay's Top Moments of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4/5. Okay. And then she says that he asked Melanie, like, what did you know, one of the main questions we received is, why did you invite Kiki knowing that she was Tisha's cousin? Kimmy was there, and that's her sister-in-law. Okay. So she said, well, before I knew Tisha, I knew Kiki. We share a mutual friend. So I didn't have a problem with inviting her to my Christmas party, to my shit, to my house. Okay? That's my prerogative. That's what I can do. And she said that her and Kiki share similarities about Tisha and how Tisha has treated both of them, and I bet all surrounding Marceau ass. So since y'all want to say, oh, who the common denominator? Who the common denominator in this, Tisha? So, he brought Kiki on the stage. He brought Wanda, Michelin Man looking ass up there too. And she thinking she cute and not. So, he was asking her, like, you know, about their, you know, what about Tisha and stuff like that. So Tisha like, well, Mel is this and that or whatever. Tisha, we talking about your husband cheating. So she says, he asked her, what did he say about, he asked her about the, Tisha says, well, did you tell Mel, since y'all such friends, did you tell Mel that you told me that she pulled up your records, that you told me that you know that Mel pulled up your records, you and Marceau's records? Tisha, what does that have to do with anything? Now here you go, want to deflect from what the hell y'all talking about and talking about some mess with Mel and all that kind of stuff. So what? Your records was pulled up. Black Titanic pulled your records up on her fucking screen, on her damn live. She pulled y'all stuff up. So it don't matter if Mel pulled, it's her money to pull them up, right? If it wasn't a record to pull, then it would be what it was. Who gives a damn? Did you came up with 5 different damn stories about them records? Okay, so I got it now. So Mel was saying why she brought Kiki on to, dispel the rumors that Tisha is saying about her and shit like that. And so Marceau like, so you basically brought her on to comfort Tisha. She like, y'all talk about who come on to comfort me all the time, so let's not talk about that. So Tisha like, yeah, no, let's talk about Kiki and why Kiki was on here. Don't try to change the subject or something like that. Mel like, we all know who you have do your dirty work. Girl, shut the hell up. So then Tisha was like, well, what about Kiki telling me that did you know that Mel brought know somebody at the Huntsville courthouse to pull you and Marceau's records? Kiki like, I said that? She like, yeah. She like, I don't remember saying that. Like, what are you talking about? Tisha gets upset. I'ma let y'all have this. What? Sit your ass down. Looking like that damn champagne y'all got. Sit your ass down. It's time to talk. What are you running off for? All they talking about is that you ain't shit. What are you running off for? Y'all just said all this stuff about other people. Where you going? Sit your track star ass down. Can barely walk in them damn hills to even escape. Probably kick them motherfuckers off. So, Marceau run after T. So, Tisha comes back to the stage with these 2 puppets after she called Kiki Mel's puppet. Did you have one for yourself? Because you're Marceau's puppet. Did you have one for them? Because the one you had looked like it could be you or Kiki. Actually, and when she brought it out, for one, it was an epic fail because Kiki was like, oh, she brought a puppet to herself. Mel like, she been around them kids too damn long. Maurice thought it was the funniest thing. Maurice, why do you think that shit is so funny? But when somebody get ready to bust their asses out, you, oh, no, stop. You're trying to destroy a marriage. Stop it. Stop it. Don't go any further. Don't say nothing. Why do your onion head ass got so much to say, but you thought that was so funny? Tisha, they were laughing at you. Everybody on that stage know who the puppet is. And that one of Mel, I guarantee you Marceau made that one up. She probably stole that one from under Marceau's fucking pillow. Okay? While you trying to call yourself ragging on somebody. And then I guess she said, Kiki was saying, I guess Mel pulled the records up because of the sports car or something, like what car was he in when he had the accident. And Marceau says, I could tell you why she wanted the records pulled up, and per what Kiki, she wanted to pull the records up to see how we can afford that car. Because they saying I'm broke. We broke. And is. So Mel was like, I don't give a damn. A lot of people have those cars, which all seem like all y'all had them damn cars. But we look at the house and it's giving broke. It's giving broke. So Tisha act like she talking to why do you want to bring Kiki on the show to talk about, what about your cousin? You want to talk about your cousin? Yes. And Maurice is falling out. He is so damn fake. Looking like Chester Cheetah. Shut the hell up. That shit not funny. It wasn't funny. So then she goes on to talk about how Kiki just came. So Carlos asked Kiki, like, it seemed like you going back and forth with it. She said, I do that because I just want them to be transparent. I just want I want Tisha to know that my friendship with Mel has nothing to do with her, and that this is what all we talk about. It's not nothing that's extreme or nothing like that. So Carlos asked Kiki, has Tisha ever told her that Marceau cheated on her? She said no. He asked her, has Tisha ever alluded to that Marceau was cheating on her? And she said, well, with every marriage, they like, no. Tisha like, answer it. Kiki said, well, yeah, she has had times where she, questioned her marriage. So, which is what she said on the show. So, Wanda like, tell the truth. So, Tisha was, he asked Tisha, was that true? She like, no, it's not true. And he asked Kiki, was the time that she was questioning her shit before the show? And she said, yes, it was before the show. Tisha, we see you on the show questioning your husband about the marriage. Your mom has went on several lives talking about Marceau and how they thought he was cheating, and that she thought this and that about him. First, she used to say that he was cheating. Your mama has confronted you and told you not to be no damn fool. She said when you had MJ, he was never at home. So before he got with Tisha, with Kimmy, and Maurice might have had Credit One, was they up there? Was he at the Credit One building at the parties until 4:00 in the morning? Because Wanda said you were never at home, Marceau, when she had MJ. So what was that about? It's all equaling to cheating. So you just thought that he was just out until 4, all types of other morning, just out chilling with the guys. So either he's cheating on you with a woman or a man. Okay? And that's what I have to say about that. They show next week, they're going into the rest of the cheating rumors. Going into Wanda saying stuff about Kiki, and if she loved her, she wouldn't have been talking about her to Marceau or talking about her to Mel or whatever. And Wanda said, well, you wouldn't have been talking about her then if you loved her, because she was talking about them. So, what do y'all think about the reunion? I think it was good. I think it was good. It was explosive to me. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going live to talk about this damn reunion. Okay? We getting this cracking tomorrow. This was good. This part 1 was good. I'll give them that. It was good. So y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press that bell notification. We on live with it tomorrow, 1 p.m. New Year's Day. And Happy New Year's to everybody, okay? All y'all tater tots out there, make sure y'all subscribe to all my girls. And we out of this thing, okay? Last video of the year. What's up? All right? Bye, 2023. 22. Real off. Bad.